Hello students, with this lecture we are starting second unit Genetics and Evolution. In this unit we are going to study three chapters. Chapter 5 Principles of Inheritance and Variation, Chapter 6 Molecular Basis of Inheritance, and Chapter 7, that is Evolution. We are starting first with Chapter 5, that is Principles of Inheritance and Variation. All of you know aware about Mendel, his name and his contribution. What is actually inheritance? Inheritance means heredity from parents to offspring. Some characters are carried out. That is one type of inheritance or heredity. Okay. As you know, offsprings all are not alike, same to their parents. Some characters are similar to their parents and some are different to their parents. So the characters derived from parents to their offspring, that is inheritance mechanism. Sometimes it is similar, so that is exactly similar kind of characters are observed. Sometimes different kind of characters are observed, that is one type of variation. If we talk about living organisms, in all plants and animals, this inheritance and its mechanism is observed. Okay. Two brother, sister, they are not alike. Children of same parents are not alike. All plants, their progeny or next generation is also not same. Some characters are similar, some characters are different. Okay. So we can understand by understanding the principle of inheritance. Mendel is known as father of genetics. Okay. His contribution in the field of genetics, that is initiative of this field, beginning of this field. Okay. Gregor Mendel conducted hybridization experiments on garden peas for 7 years, 1856 to 1863, and proposed the laws of inheritance in living organism. So we can say that before it there was no knowledge about this mechanism, but after contribution of mechanism of Mendel, inheritance came into existence. During Mendel's investigations into inheritance patterns, it was for the first time that statistical analysis and mathematical logic were applied to problems in biology. So this way, by conducting this type of experiments by Mendel, data were collected, then method was statistical analysis of this data, and mathematical logic was also applied to solve problems in these experiments. His experiments had a large sampling size which gave greater credibility to the data that he collected. So we can say the plant on which his experiments were conducted, that is garden peas plants, they were grown in large amount in field. Then pollination was induced among these plants. Okay. So large sampling size was there. Also the confirmation of his inferences from experiments on successive generations of his test plants proved that his results pointed to general rules of inheritance rather than being unsubstantiated ideas. So we can say that by observing these characters in first generation, after first generation, second generation, okay, some laws of Mendel were applied and they are known as Mendel's law of inheritance. Let's study one figure which shows 7 pairs of contrasting traits in pea plant studied by Mendel. As you know very well, Mendel conducted his experiment on garden pea plant. Okay. Here we can see some characters are there, dominant trait and recessive trait. Actually 7 pairs of character were selected by Mendel and all character, each every character having two traits. One is dominant and another is recessive. So we can say 14 type of expressions was studied by Mendel experiment. First character, seed shape. Here you can see two types are there, round or wrinkle. Dominant is round and wrinkle is recessive. Dominant means which can express itself and recessive means which cannot express itself in presence of dominant. That is difference between dominant and recessive character. Second is seed color. Two types are there, yellow and green. Yellow is dominant, green is recessive. Third, flower color, violet and white. Violet is dominant over white. Fourth, pod shape, full or constricted. Full is dominant and constricted is recessive trait here. Pod color, green or yellow. Green is dominant over yellow. Sixth is flower position, either axial or terminal. Of this, axial is dominant over terminal. That's why terminal is a recessive trait. And next, seventh is stem height. It may be tall or dwarf. So tall is dominant here and dwarf is recessive here. In presence of tall alleles, dwarf cannot express itself. That's why the tall is dominant character or trait of these two characters. So here you can see there are 7 type of characters. Each and every character is having 2 type of trait. One is dominant and another is recessive. Dominant can express itself and recessive in the presence of dominant can't express itself. One more table to studying this contrasting traits studied by Mendel in pea plant. Here you can see 1 to 7 characteristic and then contrasting traits again. First is stem height, either tall or dwarf. Second, flower color, violet or white. Third, flower position, axial or terminal. Fourth, pod shape, inflated or constricted. Fifth, pod color, green or yellow. Sixth, seed shape, round or wrinkle. And 7, seed color, yellow or green. So these all are 7 characters of garden pea plant studied by Mendel during his field experiment, and each character having 2 type of trait. One is dominant and another is recessive. So total 14 expressions of 7 characters studied by Mendel. Inheritance of one gene. Mendel collected the seeds produced as a result of this cross and grew them to generate plants of the first hybrid generation. Here, tall and dwarf pea plants were selected for the experiment. Okay. First of all, seeds were collected to produce the next progeny. Okay. Cross pollination or fertilization was conducted to generate plants as a first hybrid or first generation here. So from parent, this type of pollination process is induced and as a result the progeny is developed, that is first generation or first hybrid generation. This generation is also called the filial one progeny or in short F1 generation. Mendel observed that all the F1 progeny plants were tall, like one of its parents. None were dwarf. So in parents the characteristic was tall, that is height characteristic. Okay, and all plants in F1 progeny generation were like one of its parent, tall, and none was there in dwarf characteristic. Then he made similar observation for the other pair of traits. He found that the F1 always resembled either one of the parent and that the trait of the other parent was not seen in them. So it is observed that during Mendel's experiment, it is general observation by Mendel for other pairs also, trait also, that he found that the F1 always resembled either one of the parent. So at that time there was no new trait or characteristics was observed. Then we can say first parents, then fertilization is induced, cross pollination was induced, then progeny is known as filial one or F1 generation. Again among F1 generation self pollination was induced, and the next progeny, that is known as F2 generation or filial 2 generation. Mendel then self-pollinated the tall F1 plants, and to this a surprise found that in the filial 2 generation some of the offsprings were dwarf. The character that was not seen in the F1 generation was now expressed. Really it is very surprising, because none of the parent of this generation was having dwarf characteristic, but still in next generation, their next generation, F2 generation, show this type of characteristics other than their parental characteristics. The proportion of plants that were dwarf, actually it was 1/4 of the F2 plants, while 3/4 of the F2 plants were tall. So both type of characters of one feature, that is height, tall and dwarf, was observed in this generation. The tall and dwarf traits were identical to their parent type and did not show any blending. That is, all the offsprings were either tall or dwarf. None were of in between height. That we are going to study in next figure, figure 5.3 also. Here the proportion we can say for F2 generation, the ratio was 3:1. It means 75% and 25% trait like that was. Now let's study next figure, that is showing steps in making a cross in pea plant. That process known as emasculation. Also you know very well, you have already studied about emasculation process. How does it take place? Here in this figure you can see two type of flowers are there, violet or purple and white. Both are taken as a parent. Okay, and from purple flower anthers are removed. This mechanism is known as emasculation. Okay, why it is removed? To induce cross pollination. Then from white flower transfer of pollen grain was take place. That is one type of cross pollination. So during this experiment of this pea plant, cross fertilization or cross pollination was induced in pea plant. This figure show diagrammatic representation of monohybrid cross. Monohybrid cross matlab at a time during this experiment only one characteristics was studied, and this characteristics of height of plant. As you know, two traits of height are there, tall and dwarf. Okay, so here you can see in parental, first tall and dwarf type of parents are there, parent one. Okay, tall and dwarf. In F1 generation, by cross pollination, the result was found that all plants were tall. Okay, so parents were tall and dwarf. Cross fertilization or pollination was induced. As a result, in F1 generation, all plants they were seen, they were tall plants. In next step, among these tall plants, self fertilization, self pollination process or mechanism was induced. After this mechanism, the result in F2 generation seen, that is, some plants were tall and some were dwarf. Okay, here we can see out of 4 plants in F2 generation, 3 were tall and 1 was dwarf. In F1 generation, during self-pollination, you can see there was no parent showing dwarf characteristics, but still in the next generation, you can see dwarf plant is produced. So this experiment showing the study of one characteristics at a time, that is known as monohybrid cross or monohybrid experiment studied by Mendel. Here the character studied by Mendel, that is height of plant. Okay, first parents P1, they were having two type of characteristics, one of tall in nature and one was dwarf in nature. Okay, cross pollination was induced. In F1 generation, all plants for same characters, they were tall in their height. Then for next progeny, self pollination was induced among these tall plants, and surprisingly in F2 generation, some plants were having characteristics different than parents. It means that some were like their parents and some were different than parents. So from tall parent to tall generation, it shows the similarity or inheritance character like their parent. But dwarf character, what does it show? That is variation in character other than their characters were expressed here. Now some important terms and symbols regarding this. Based on these observations, Mendel proposed that something was being stably passed on unchanged from parent to offspring through the gametes over successive generation, that is known as factors, and nowadays we call them as gene. So earlier when this term was proposed by Mendel, it was known as factors, but after that now recently we known as gene of this factor of Mendel. Genes therefore are the units of inheritance from parents to offspring, which is passed one generation to next generation, that is gene, and gene is a unit of inheritance. They contain the information that is required to express a particular trait in an organism. Okay. Genes which code for a pair of contrasting traits are known as alleles. They are slightly different form of the same gene. Okay. So now we can easily understand which pass from their parents to offspring as a unit of inheritance through gametes. It is actually unit of inheritance known as gene, and it is having traits like alleles. Okay. One example we have already studied, the characteristics height, two type of its expression, tall and dwarf. If you use alphabetical symbol for each gene, then the capital letter is used for trait expressed at the F1 stage and the small alphabet for the other trait. One example, let's take example of character height. Capital T is used for the tall trait and small t for the dwarf, and capital T and small t are alleles of each other. Hence in plants the pair of alleles for height would be capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, or small t, small t. Now we can understand the character expression which is expressed during the generation, that is dominant character, and which is not expressed, that is recessive character or recessive expression. Okay, in this characteristics, height of pea plant, actually that is tall expression is dominant over dwarf. Now capital T is used for tall trait, small t is used for dwarf trait. In the presence of capital T, tall trait, small t or dwarf expression is not express itself, that's why it is recessive. Three possibilities are there, either capital T, capital T. Here you can see both are dominant, so they can express themselves, so obviously it is tall expression or character. Next is capital T, small t. Here small t is present, but capital T is also present, so small t cannot express itself, so the characteristics or expression, that is tall again. And third possibility, here you can see both are recessive. So in absence of dominant or capital T, this recessive can express itself. That's why small t मतलब dwarf characteristics. So regarding this we can say three possibility, capital T tall, capital T again tall, and small t means dwarf. Mendel also proposed that in a true breeding, tall over dwarf P variety, the allelic pair of genes for height are identical or homozygous, means capital T and small t. Okay, homozygous means similar kind of gametes. For tall, one example, both are capital, that is capital T, so both allele are same, identical, that's why it is homozygous. And for dwarf also, if we take both small letter, means small t, so it is also similar kind of allele, both are small, that's why it is also homozygous. Capital T and small t are called the genotype, the genetical expression of the plant, while the descriptive term tall and dwarf are the phenotype. So we can understand the symbolic representation of gene like capital T and small t, the term is used, that is genotype. And when we use its expression like tall and dwarf, that is phenotype. As Mendel found the phenotype of the F1 heterozygote, now term is different, both allele are not similar, they are dissimilar, different kind of allele, that is capital T and small t. It to be exactly like the capital T parent in appearance, because dominant allele is present here, capital T. In presence of this dominant, recessive can't express itself. He proposed that in a pair of dissimilar factors, one dominate the other, like F1 generation, and hence is called the dominant factor, while the other factor is recessive factor. So by studying this characteristic, that is height, now we can understand that capital T is dominant over small t. That's why capital T is dominant, small t is recessive. In the presence of capital T, small t cannot express itself. So when both capital T and small t are present, only and only expression is that tall. In this case, capital T, which is responsible for tallness, is dominant over small t, that is responsible for dwarfness. Mendel observed the identical behavior for all the other characters or trait pairs that he studied. So this is one example of this 7 characteristics. As you know now, there were 7 types of characteristics studied by Mendel. Here we have taken only one, that is height characteristics and its trait. Okay. Rest of the characteristics, 6 characters, also behave like this. It is convenient and even logical also to use the capital and lowercase of an alphabetical symbol to remember this concept of dominance and recessive. Alleles can be similar as in the case of homozygotes, as you know, capital T and small t, or can be dissimilar as in the case of the heterozygote, that is capital T, small t. Since the capital T small t plant is heterozygote for genes controlling one character, that is height, it is a monohybrid, and the cross between capital T and small t is monohybrid cross. So now we can understand what is homozygotes, what is heterozygotes. Homozygotes means capital T or small t. Heterozygote means one is capital T, another is small t, that's why capital T, small t. Okay, and during this experiment, this plant controlling on one character at a time, that is height, and that's why it is monohybrid, and the cross between this capital T and small t is monohybrid cross.